Welcome back to another vlog! Today, we're at Disney. We're at Disney! I'm so excited to be back here, and I wanted to film a video to show what Disney is like with a baby, with a 6-month-old baby. If you're new here, hi, my name's Elle. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm a twin mom to 6-month-old twins, Revy and Rue. It's their first time at Disney. It's my husband Dave's first time at Disney. Tram tracks. That's a little bit of a hazard when you have a stroller. So yeah, I've been to Disney a few times with my family over the years, but I'm so excited to be back here with Revy, Rue, Dave. Today's trip, no doubt, is going to be a little bit different than previous trips because we have 2 6-month-olds in tow.
Oh, okay.
And for anyone else who's visiting with a young one, I really just want to give you some tips and tricks so that you can enjoy your day at Disney, have the best time ever, and smash it out. Our first ride of the day, we've come to Star Wars Land and we're doing Rise of the Resistance. We've been able to keep our stroller with us in the line so far. We have also packed. Down here we've got our Nuna Cuddle, our baby carriers, so that we can carry the twins. I'll give another tour of my stroller later, but that way we can wear those if we need to hold the twins for a long period of time in a line. And up here I see the stroller parking. All the strollers are set out. The temperature today is going to be like 100 degrees Fahrenheit, about 36 degrees Celsius, super hot, which is something that makes us a little bit nervous about wearing the babies for a long period of time. So if we can keep them in the stroller, so good. And my sister ran ahead to ask about something called, is it called Rider Swap?
Rider Swap.
Rider Swap. Do you want to explain Rider Swap?
The way it works is that we're going to be able to have 2 people stay behind, and they're going to get a fast pass, and then they're going to be able to use their fast pass after, well, it's not called a fast pass, but they're going to be able to use it once we get out of the line, once we get back out. So we ride the ride and then they swap in with us. So that means that the babies can actually stay in their prams the entire time.
So someone stays with the babies, and we found out you can have up to 3 rider swaps at a time.
Yeah.
So if you come with a big group and there are 3 of you that are hanging back with a big group of kids or babies or whatever, they can then go on the ride and 3 other people can swap out with them. So we started pushing the babies with us. We forgot that the babies stay behind.
I don't want to leave them.
I know. This is your first ride.
First Disney ride.
First Disney ride. So while we're in line, Sarah is figuring out our next ride.
I am fiddle-faddling.
Awesome is that you can plan your next ride by, if you've got something called Genie Plus, it gives you options to get lightning lanes, which is, it's what they were called fast passes. And that's so good when you've got babies or small children, because as you know, it can take ages to get anywhere, huh? You move slower.
Oh yeah.
So this means that we can keep moving through the park kind of quickly by having a plan and knowing what we're going to next.
This vessel is now under our control. You will disembark and head to interrogation immediately. Now go. That means now. Go.
That was such a cool ride. That was, what was that called?
That was Rise of the Resistance.
Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. That was epic.
Speechless, that was so good.
So we knocked that ride out first because it's a hot day. It's gonna get hotter waiting in line, and
the biggest queue.
yeah, the biggest queue. And speak of the devil, here they
hello
are.
there.
Your turn.
Oh, there they are.
Your turn. It was amazing.
Grandpa,
So what we'll do for the next lightning lane, Mum, is that
Auntie, Grandpa, Granddad are going on the Rise of the Resistance now. So they have their Disney tickets, which have been loaded with their fast passes on them, and then they go through the lightning lane Genie Plus entrance, which will speed them up, and they get to get straight on it without the big long wait. While they go on the ride, we're gonna go change the babies and start getting them ready for their first nap. Like always, we just make sure that we keep kind of an idea of when their first nap was. So we know that they're awake for 2.5 hours at a time. And our goal is to try to get them to have as many little naps, little cat naps as possible so that they don't lose it throughout the day. So I forgot to put wipes in our main diaper bag. We had some here in our grab and go bag, which is on the side. But if you do forget anything or you run out of stuff, there is a baby care center. There's one in the Disneyland park. There's one in California Adventure as well. This one's on Main Street. We'll head there later anyway because it's cold and it'll be a place where we can take the babies just for like a little bit of quiet time. But yeah, so stupid. So tip, learn from my mistake and double check everything before you go. Hopefully we'll put them to sleep. So one's just fallen asleep, one's still awake. We're gonna keep a little note on the time just to kind of try to track naps. Not perfectly, but just to kind of give us an idea. So 9:15, one's down. Not asleep. So funny, we're just doing laps with the twins on the cobblestones to get them to sleep. He's done it, he's gotten the babies to sleep. One of our secrets, and I think this might just work for everyone, but if you want to try, is find like some uneven ground, some uneven surface, so it's like a bit rocky, and then we just kind of boosted it along going fast. And they've fallen asleep. We've got the covers over the stroller, which makes it kind of dark out for them. We've got the white noise playing, they have their passies, they've got their lovies to cuddle. It's the perfect little sleep environment for them. Who knows how long they will sleep for this time, but anyway, once they're down to sleep, I open up the snooze shades just to give it a bit more breathing, but they're super breathable, amazing.
Fun fact, cobblestones were invented by parents for parents of children who need to sleep.
You're joking. Is that for real? You're joking. Oh my gosh, okay. You've made that up.
Of course I did.
Oh, okay. I was like, I believe it. Let me give you a quick tour of the stroller like I talked about. On the side, I've got the saddle bags. These are like mesh bags. And then in each mesh bag, I've got their ray shade, which is their sun extender. And we keep the snooze shade, which is the cover for the stroller. They each have toys along the sides. And the toys are tethered on with these things so that when they drop out, they don't fall on the ground. We have on the side our rocket, which shakes the pram if we weren't doing this. Like, basically it does this, but
I'm doing the battery power.
You're doing battery power?
Yeah.
Along the back, we've got our nappy bag, which I forgot to pack wipes for. We've got the grab and go bag here, which is our diaper bag with like all the essentials we can quickly grab and go. And then along each side, we've got these carabiners that we can attach bags to. We've got this hook. And then we have the pram caddy at the back as well, which we can put some drinks in. We haven't had a coffee yet, have we? We need to do that. And then underneath here, we've got our baby carriers, like I said, and on the other side, we have our water and feeding stuff. So that's everything. I've also packed a blanket, like an outdoor blanket, a picnic blanket, if we go and watch any parades or anything that we can put on the ground for the babies to sit on. And I think that's everything that's down there. Oh, earmuffs as well. We've brought their earmuffs so that later, if we stay later and it's too loud with fireworks and stuff, they have protective earmuffs on.
Careful with. That yuzu foam will make your tongue numb and tingly. Try not to get it through your nostrils.
stroller here in the stroller parking because we went over to the bar there. We had to bring the babies in with us, like carrying them in, which was totally fine. But we did park over there and it was a mission to get it out. Dave and I did our first lightning lane rider swap.
Sure did. That was a really good experience.
So while we did that, Mum, Dad and Sarah put our ray shades on the stroller, which has extended the shade a lot because look at the day. It's beautiful.
It's 30 degrees.
Lots of accessibility ramps, which is great for strollers. We're about to do Splash Mountain and we have a lightning lane or a quick fast pass for this one. So what you have to do is you have to go up to the line, everyone scans their passes, and then people who are going go on the rides, and those who are staying back with the babies or the young kids, the ones who can't ride the ride, stay back and then you swap out. While Mum, Dad and Sarah ride Splash Mountain, we're going to take the twins on Winnie the Pooh. Saw the wait time for this one was 5 minutes, basically a walk on, so we didn't get the front packs out to carry them. We're just holding them in line. And we just parked our stroller somewhere in the shade, just near the ride.
Sitting on the
What up, tights? Please watch your little kids. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Hey, babies. It is hot. We are having lunch. We've found this little spot underneath the Hungry Bears restaurant and we've kind of camped out here while we did rider swap on Splash Mountain. I've got a chicken salad, which is so good, and I also went and found a cold brew coffee. Yum. While I was gone, because I went to 2 different places, so stupid, but anyway, while I was gone, Dave did the nap for our second nap.
2 snooze chains on 2 sleeping babies. Just a bit of a whim.
Bit of a whim. We don't know how long it'll last for, but we'll see. We might send the babies back with my mum and dad for a little rest in the hotel before tonight because we want to kind of do a longer night if we can. It is so hot. Look at me. You can tell how hot it is. It's boiling right now. One thing that is super handy is that you can mobile order food from quick service places like we did here. So it means that you can pick what you want, order it, and then it's ready for you once you say you're ready. And that's great when you've got babies and you're trying to figure out timing. It's suited us up. So we've got one baby awake, so we've got the ray shade on for extra sunshade, and we've still got one baby sleeping. Just as we're about to leave, Rue woke up, which is perfect timing because we have a lightning lane booked.
There's a lightning lane for Haunted Mansion.
And that is one that you can bring the babies on. On the app, you can see if there's any height restriction on a ride. And if there's no height restriction, they can come with you, sit on your lap, or you can wear them in a carrier on some rides. But I did read that some babies need to wear socks or shoes for certain rides, which is so weird because they don't walk. So I have packed a pair of shoes for each of these babies in case we get asked to put shoes on them.
Yeah.
So I forgot wipes, but I remembered shoes. How are you finding day one at Disney?
It is moist hot.
Oh my gosh.
It was good fun.
It is busy. We're gonna go on Haunted Mansion, which is behind me. It's super popular at the moment because Disney has themed the park for Halloween. So it's got a different facade on it. But before we go on the ride, we need to find a place to park the stroller.
Watch on all children.
good girls and boys must sit safe in their seats.
Babies did great in that ride. I thought they might be a bit scared. The only thing I forgot to pack, I mean wipes we know, but I also forgot to pack their sun hats. I didn't realize we'd be waiting in line like standing under sun.
Yeah, luckily we haven't had them out a lot.
Yeah, we've only had them out for like lightning lane, quick times, but anyway. Pack a sun hat. We just had a little Dole Whip break.
That was nice.
That was nice. While we're in Adventureland, we're gonna go on Jungle Cruise and hit up another ride that's baby friendly and hope that the weight isn't too exposed in the sun. There is covered stroller parking. We love that. Stroller parking. Ready? Let's go. Let's get in the line.
Want you to come on excited! Everyone to the world famous Jungle Cruise! My name is Amy and I will be your skipper for as far as we get.
Ev and I are waiting to go on that ride, Indiana Jones.
Pretty pumped for this one. One of my favorite movie trilogies. It's got more than 3 movies now, but one of my favorite trilogies. Super excited for this one. Can't wait.
So hot, so hot. We found a shady spot. We've been walking the babies up and down. It took me about 10 minutes to get them to fall asleep, I think. Just trying to stick to the shade, going over bumpy terrain, and they're down. They're down at the moment. They've been asleep for about 15 minutes. They've had a total of 1 hour sleep so far, and really ideally they would have like 2 to 3 hours of sleep in a day. So anyway, we've got the rocket going, it's shaking. After this ride, my parents are gonna take them back to the hotel, I think, because it is so hot for everyone. I think my parents want a bit of a break. It'll be good for the babies to have a little bit of a rest and a break. And yeah, but while we're sitting here, we're gonna get bottles prepared for when they wake up, because the babies, when they wake up, there's like zero tolerance. It's like they're hungry right away. So during the downtime, we try to be as productive as possible, whether that's washing out bottles, having nappy stuff ready, getting bottles ready as well. Like obviously balancing it with having fun on our holiday, but just keeping in mind that that's what the babies will be wanting next, to try to preempt their needs.
Bottles are ready to go.
The rocket is just awesome because it's a hot day to be doing laps with the babies, which is what we've been doing, is just laps.
But while we're waiting for Elle's parents to come off the ride, we're in the shade.
Yeah.
Twins have dual fans. They have their covers as well, and they're being gently rocked. So
the cover isn't like completely blackout, but it just kind of stops them from being distracted with what's around. See, you can see there's like openings here, openings at the front, but
it's good airflow.
Good airflow.
Are you there? Come in! Splendid.
Love that, love that, love that. How good was that?
You love that one?
Love that, love that.
So fun.
Is that an old ride?
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing.
It's so good, isn't it? Woo. We're together.
Yes.
While the babies aren't here, we are trying to smash out some rides.
But with no baby inside.
I know, we miss them. What ride are we doing now?
Doing Pirates of the Caribbean.
See, is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
Well,
Tell us in the comments.
We just left Pirates, and who did we see?
Jack Sparrow.
The real Johnny Depp.
Oh my gosh, she looked so similar. We saw Captain Jack Sparrow. Now we're gonna go ride
Space Mountain.
40-minute wait. Let's see how long it takes us to get on the ride.
top 4. My top 4.
That one definitely isn't baby friendly. So good to get that one ticked off.
It's not baby friendly at all.
Not baby friendly at all. We're just having dinner at the Plaza Inn. At the Plaza Inn, really good. It's taken Dave and I a while to eat though because we were feeding the babies. We had to change them. Mum and Dad so kindly took them back to the hotel room this afternoon. So they had a kick around on the mat, a little recharge. Didn't want to have a sleep, but that's okay. And we are going to try to power through tonight. We're hoping that the babies sleep in their stroller and then we'll transfer them when we get back to the hotel room. Kind of risky because, you know, we could call it quits now and take the babies home. It's past their bedtime, but there's a show that we want to see, and because we're visiting from New Zealand, it's like quite a long way for us to come, isn't it, Sarah?
It is a very long way.
Yeah, so we're gonna give it a go, see how it goes tonight. So what we've done is fed the babies, changed the babies, they're down on their stroller. We've got the snooze cover shade thingy over their stroller, so it's like a dark zone. White noise is playing. They have their cuddly, their little lovies, and they also have their passies. And then we have packed their little protective earmuffs, which we can put on them later when the show is on, like if we're worried about it being too loud. So we'll see how it goes. I just decided to do something super risky, and I put their earmuffs on because it's quite loud here. It's not like super loud or anything, but it's quite loud for if you're a baby. Especially if there was like a kid screaming or crying or that kind of thing. I think it could wake them up.
And fireworks will definitely be loud.
Yeah, the fireworks were loud from our hotel room last night.
That's right.
And we are staying some distance away. So we'll see if this works and helps them sleep a bit better. We've staked out a spot for Phantasmic, which is a show on the water. It's like lights, music, all sorts of things.
No idea what to expect.
We've got ice creams. It's so hot. It's like 30 degrees still. It's crazy. Anyway, the babies are still sleeping, which is amazing. I don't know how long we'll be lucky for them to stay sleeping, but we'll see. They're both wearing their earmuffs still. Dave and I managed to go on a ride in between while Sarah held our spot. The show starts in 30 minutes, so fingers crossed. But it is loud, eh?
It is loud, it is hot, it is 32 degrees at 20 to 9 at night.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, let's see if the babies can stay sleeping and then we'll get them back to the hotel and to sleep.
They are once again in their cool pram.
Pram is all set up for them.
Class toys! Alright, now that you're full and underbody 10% at this time, this will be a standing show, and a standing show only, and just a couple of reminders. Photos or videos.
Revy woke up. I just put her headphones back on her head because they had fallen off on one side. Put her passy back in her mouth and she fell back asleep, so this might work. Show starts in 1 minute. Where are we heading today?
California Adventure.
Off to Disney for day 2. We're heading to California Adventure Park. The babies did so incredibly well yesterday. Biggest tip is just to make sure that you are as prepared as possible, and if anything does go amiss, you've forgotten anything, there is the baby care centre on Main Street in Disneyland that you can head to. They sell nappies, wipes, formula. We actually never went there because it was kind of not really that convenient to where we were in the park. So if we wanted to go back into the baby care centre, we would have had to leave one of our areas and walk all the way back to the start of the park just to change the babies or feed the babies. So for us personally, it just made more sense for us to do that on the go. We changed the babies in restrooms, we changed the babies in the stroller, and it worked totally fine. But there is always that option if you need it. Anyway, join me for my next vlog. Today we're heading to California Adventure. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. The support means the world to me. And if you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe because there's lots more videos coming. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.